Some of you have asked me for a little bit of a video tutorial on how to do Bakasana, how to set up for it, and how to use the props. So that's what this video is about today. There's 4 component parts to get warmed up before you do Bakasana or crow pose. I'm also going to show you how to do Parsva Bakasana, side crow, as well. The component parts are your arms. For those of you who took my Chaturanga workshop, do you remember the Chaturanga arms? That's where your elbows and your wrists are at a 90-degree angle. Your hands are on the ground this way, and you're supporting basically your upper body. In this case, you're going to be supporting your entire body weight when you do Bakasana. When you do the Chaturanga arms, and your hands are on the floor, remember that you want to retract your scapula, shoulder blades, down the sides this way. So this is shoulder blade retraction, and this is protraction. So retraction, protraction, bringing them together. In both Chaturanga and in Bakasana, you want to retract your shoulder blades down and around the sides. You're also going to use your pectoral muscles. So in order to engage that, you bring your sternum and your gaze forward. As far as for abdominals, you want to engage those as well. Very important, because the abdominals are what help you hold your balance. So to do that, you bring or wrap, a sensation of wrapping your transverse abdominis, which is the deepest corset muscle in your abdominals, and your obliques from the sides around to the middle. In addition to that, you want your hips to be warmed up. So for hips, you want to get into Malasana. Malasana with an M. And that's where you bring your feet hip distance apart, toes slightly turned out, hands to Anjali Mudra or heart center. Your elbows and your insides of your knees are pressing towards one another. From the side, the way that looks is this way, with your tailbone dropped down, your belly lifted, and your sternum and gaze forward this way. Now, to warm up the aspect of being able to lift your hips up, so you want to come up onto your toes and lift this way and come down. Again, come up onto your toes, lift your hips and come down. So the 4 component parts again are arms, upper back, and chest, and you warm those up by doing about 3 rounds of sun salutation. Your core, you do that by doing core exercises, and the hips, you do Malasana. Then when you feel like you're ready, go ahead and get your blocks and place them about 3 feet apart, depending on how tall you are. You want to take a strap like this, just kind of a looped strap, and place it around your upper arms. Make sure that it stays tight so that your elbows, it basically brings your elbows firmly into your sides this way, okay? So you get up onto the block, onto the balls of your feet. Bring your hands into the Chaturanga arms, squeezing the insides of your knees or thighs and your elbows. Go ahead and place your hands down. Lift, like in the Malasana exercise I showed you. Lift, come forward, shift your weight onto the backs of your arms, tips of your big toes together, and you can come forward onto your forehead and use this block as kind of a safety net so that you don't feel like you're going to face plant. Okay, so again, place your hands, get into your balls of your foot in Malasana, Chaturanga arms, coming onto the backs of your arms and coming over. Okay? So that's how you set up with props to do Bakasana. For side crow, it's really the same thing, slightly different. It's got a twist in it. What I recommend is when you do side crow or attempt to do side crow the first time, go ahead and use the strap. It really helped me. The strap was the thing that really helped me get into side crow the first time. You can bring the block this way, get up on your block, twist the upper body off to the side, knees are forward, hands planted. Immediately you're going to see that your left knee is resting on your right elbow, on the back of your right elbow. Just finding the right place. Then again, tipping forward, and if you want to put the block for your head, you can do that. And then pretty soon you'll see that your left hip meets your left elbow. So let it come on to that. Keep your arms tight, and again, tipping forward. So again, the secret is having a good strong core to help you hold the balance, strong pecs, and retracting those shoulder blades down your back and yet pushing out with your pectorals to use those as well, and opening the hips. My suggestion is that move in Malasana. If you have any questions for me or you need to make a comment in the comments box, please do. That helps me to help you better, and I hope this video was helpful. Namaste.